So, guys, you know how everyone takes the Grimoire service right now? So, what I started to think about is why don't they make something that's like a longer cooldown and it's stronger? And they call it Aspect of the Demon. That would probably be specifically, for demonology. It would basically transform you into the demon, maybe about a 3-4 minute cooldown possibly. And what it would do, the imp, it would instantly phase you and make you run to target a teammate, then you phase back. During the phase, you're untargetable, like you know how the imp used to be. And I'm not sure how it is now because I don't really play with them personally. Now, Void Walker, it would make you immune to melee or like give you a high damage reduction, against melee, and you cannot move until complete. It heals your team for like 5 to 10% of their life per second. Works in raids. You'd be able to heal up in raids. It gives you a little extra, but I mean, it's at a cost of your DPS because obviously, if you use the Grimoire service, you're going to have more DPS. Now, Succubus, that would be you turn into a Succubus. All these, you're turning into that demon. Maybe like a knockback that slows players hit by it for maybe, let's say, 5 or 10 seconds. And it is to players within X yards in front of you. It'd be like kind of like a cone in front of you. And with Fell Hunter, it would either make you a magic immune or have high percent reduction in magic damage taken, and it would also reflect damage back. You can move, but you gain an increased run speed. It would mainly be for like more of a defensive ability, and that's why I'm saying you should put like a longer cooldown on this. Now, some of them are a little bit possibly offensive, like the Felguard one would be, on the offensive level. And what you do, you charge into your target, when you become your Felguard, and it reduces their movement speed by 50%, rolling for X damage. I mean, X damage, that'd be something Blizzard would decide, out of balance purposes. Once it is complete, you change back into caster form. Now, I think a good affliction talent could be like Master of Curses, and you get all your curses. It reduces their cooldown in half. You also get Curse of Exhaustion too, and with that, it would probably be on the line where it would be competing against like your Grimoire service. So I mean, you're sacrificing something to be able to get all your all your curses and reduce your cooldown in half or whatever amount of reduction in cooldown. I mean, they do need to bring back Curse of Exhaustion so that way you'll be able to kite a little bit easier as Affliction. But I mean, make it so that they got to choose that over like a Grimoire service. It's not going to be a given. With Destruction talent, I didn't know 100% with it, but you can kind of work around with this, play with it. I'd call it Fire Within. It increases all damage, but also deals some damage to you. Like, when you're attacking people, yeah, you're going to take some damage with this particular talent. It also had a 10% chance on all spells to stun. I mean, you probably wouldn't have it stun if you have fear, but let's change that to damaging spells. So, 10% chance on all damaging spells. Let's go ahead and edit this right now to damaging spells. So, I was just kind of putting out an idea if anyone, wanted to see the idea. And I'm hoping that Blizzard might actually read this and, they're say, oh, wow, we might be able to have some stuff that actually competes against Grimoire service. Because I see in PvP, a lot of people are just taking Grimoire service. It's like they don't really question that, They're not taking the other ones. Okay, well, have a nice day. Bye.